Costa Rica is one of the most visited countries in Central America. American tourists have been flocking to the country for years, and it's become a hotspot for retirees and expats due to its cheap living, great weather, amazing beaches, and friendly locals. I love Costa Rica. It was the first place that inspired me to travel and holds a special place in my heart, so much so that I lived there for many years and only moved back to the United States because I couldn't find a school on par with the district we lived in back home. I've been back to visit many times since, falling in love with it over and over again. I still hold investments there, but because it's not as cheap to visit as its neighbors, many budget travelers skip over Costa Rica. And while that's true, though there are many ways to save money in Costa Rica, in my opinion, the beauty of the destinations below are worth the extra price. Here are some of the best places to visit in Costa Rica. Number 1. Arenal. Sitting at an elevation of 1,670 meters, 5,480 feet, Arenal is one of Costa Rica's many volcanoes. It still erupts from time to time, and if you're lucky, you'll be able to see lava flowing down the volcano, though it's less likely to happen as the volcano has been dormant since 2010. Fun fact, I got lost in the jungle around here. The area has tons of wonderful activities. There's an awesome waterfall, La Fortuna, the national park with great hiking, sunset views over the lake, caving, canyoning, rafting options, famous hot springs, and wildlife spotting opportunities, such as on a bird watching tour, with so much to do. It's no wonder it's one of the most visited places in the country. Number 2. Tortuguero. Tortuguero, which means land of turtles, is the Costa Rican version of the Amazon rainforest. It dominates the northern coast, with Tortuguero National Park spanning over 77,000 acres. This massive area is a series of rivers and canals that crisscross the jungle. The biggest draw to this area is the large number of turtles, hence the name, that come to nest along the shoreline. The best time to see them nesting is in April and May, but if you're visiting during the off-season, you'll still be able to go hiking and participate in canal cruises. However, there's lots of wildlife to see year-round. Number 3. Cahuita. Cahuita, a tiny town situated right next to a stunning national park with the same name, is about an hour north of Puerto Viejo. Cahuita is a place to relax. There's one bar in town that gets lively. Sometimes it's half full, but for the most part, after a day of hiking, animal spotting, swimming, or surfing, most people just sit around and read. If you feel ambitious, take a full-day guided tour of Cahuita National Park. You'll get to really explore the area and learn a lot about the wildlife here. Number 4. Puerto Viejo. Located on the Caribbean coast near Panama, Puerto Viejo is popular with young people and backpackers because of its excellent beaches, surfing, and party atmosphere. The town is very lively, and you'll find something going on every night. It's probably the most popular destination on the Caribbean coast. There are also many quiet beach hotels around for those who are looking for some peace and quiet. There is also a jaguar rescue center nearby that rehabilitates all sorts of local wildlife and releases them back into the wild. Number 5. Monteverde. The nation's premier cloud forest is the home to the elusive quetzal birds. Most people come to Monteverde for a glimpse of this rare bird, which has beautifully vivid green and red feathers. The area is one of the largest ecotourism hubs in the country, and over 250,000 people visit every year. Monteverde, which rests right on the Continental Divide, experiences high winds and unusual weather patterns. The entire area is very green and wet, and like La Fortuna, there are a lot of adventure activities here. Witness it all on a zip-line adventure through the tree canopy, explore some of the sky bridges in the area, or go on a guided night walk through the cloud forest to spot nocturnal wildlife. Number 6. Corcovado. Corcovado National Park is on the remote Osa Peninsula in southwestern Costa Rica. Established in 1975, the park covers an area of 424 square kilometers, 163 square miles, making it the largest park in the country. Though more popular than it used to be, it's still a very rugged, quiet, and off-the-beaten-path destination in a country where almost everything is on the beaten path. The peninsula is not easy to get to, which helps keep tourists away. But your efforts will be greatly rewarded with deserted beaches, Tons of wildlife, hiking, camping, and lots of marine life. Number 7. Manuel Antonio. A popular beach destination on the Pacific coast, Manuel Antonio's wide white sand beaches and warm blue waters aren't the only attractions people come for. The nearby national park, which opened in 1972, sees over 150,000 visitors annually and is home to hiking trails, a number of secluded beaches, and offers up the chance to view 3 different kinds of native monkeys. It's become a lot more crowded and developed over the years. It's definitely not the park I first visited in 2006. That said, you'll still see a lot of wildlife, and the beaches in the area have been kept surprisingly pristine. Admission to the park is $18.08 USD per person, or you can take a guided tour for $59 USD, includes park admission. Number 8. Poas Volcano. A perfect day trip from San Jose, Poas Volcano is an active stratovolcano with twin calderas filled with sulfur lakes. The volcanoes last erupted in 2019 and have actually erupted 40 times since 1828. The lakes are so still you'll look at your picture and think you painted the color on. Arrive early in the morning to avoid the clouds closing in and ruining the view. There are some small trails around the area, or you can take a tour with Destiny Travel, which costs around $199 USD and includes a visit to the La Paz Waterfall Garden and a local coffee plantation. Number 9. Santa Teresa. At the bottom of the Nicoya coast is the hippie backpacker town of Santa Teresa. This town is really nothing more than a beach with a road lined with eateries, yoga centers, surf shops, and hostels. Everyone gets up early to hit the waves, so the overall atmosphere in town is pretty relaxed. You won't find a lot of crazy parties here. Santa Teresa is a good place to lie on the beach, hang out with people, and relax. Because of the chill vibe, many people end up staying in Santa Teresa for weeks, and even months on end. While Costa Rica can be a bit touristy and crowded, I think the diversity of wildlife, natural beauty, white sand beaches, amazing sunsets, and warm, clear water make it worth the price. There are still so many unexplored and unvisited parts of the country. No matter what you're interested in, hiking, adventure activities, wildlife, beaches, you'll be able to find a spot that's perfect for your needs without breaking the bank. Don't skip Costa Rica. It's one of the best countries I've ever been to. Pura Vida.